Alright guys, today we're headed out to get another project car for the old winter because I'm about to sell the Tundra. So this new project car is going to be a little more boring than the Tundra. It's an old Dodge Chrysler Town & Country technically, but same thing as the Dodge Grand Caravan. So let's go up and take a look, and on the ride up I'll explain why I'm getting this, because I know it's kind of a boring car and a lot of them were made. It's not very interesting, but it's interesting to me. So once we hit the road, I'll explain why. We got a little snow on the road last night, but it should be all cleared on the pavement. Alright, here it is. I'll record more when we get back. Alright guys, so I'm parked at a gas station. The S10's over there. Only 81,000 miles on it, and it only cost me $400. Give it a rev. Sounds pretty good. Radio sounds really good. Oh yeah. I mean, I am happy with this. It seems pretty damn nice. All right, we're headed back home now. I'm driving the S10. Should be home in about 30 minutes, and I'll talk to you then. All right, the van's home. Let's have Beetle tell us what she thinks of it. She's the boss around here. Beetle, sit if you like the van. Sit. Oh, Beetle likes it. All right. All right, I'll give you a little bit of a walk around this van. It came with the hubcaps. I just haven't put them on yet. And look at these tires. They're studded snow tires with so much tread left, probably 80% tread left. So these are worth $400 in and of itself, which is how much I paid for the van. It's got a new fender here, so either this one rusted out or it was in a little bit of a fender bender. We'll never know. But I'm telling you guys, this thing is nice. Look at this interior for 400 bucks. Fake wood and everything. Got a 7-seater back there. Interior's pretty clean. Everything's nice. So this is a 2006 Chrysler Town & Country with a 3.3 liter V6 engine. Yeah, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It's the base model, so it doesn't even have automatic doors or anything. You gotta pull them open like that. It's no big deal though, because doors break all the time anyway. Everything on the van works excellently, and it only has 81,000 miles. Engine sounds great, transmission shifts great, everything's beautiful, tires are nice. The issues are that it needs brake work, because the brake pedal judders like that when you press it. I think it's low on brake fluid too, because it kind of goes all the way to the floor, unless the master cylinder's going, which is not so good. The other issues are rust, which these vans are known for. So only 81,000 miles, but oh man, these rocker panels are shot. And it's the same story on the other side. So look at this door here. That's pretty bad. I would say they're pretty reliable, to be honest. The 3.3 was pretty good. Transmissions, not so much, and the rust was terrible, but you see a lot of these old things on the road still. So why did I get it so cheap? Mainly because it needs a little bit of brake work. The people who sold it to me said it needed a new alternator, but I hooked up my multimeter when I got home, and it was putting out a good 14 volts. So I think I just need to replace the battery, because the battery's about 6 or 7 years old. And then the other reason is the rust. I think that's it. I think it's brakes, rust, battery, and that's pretty much all that's wrong with it. I'll start her up for you so you guys can hear her. All right, so here's the old interior. It's very nice. Here we go. Barely had enough juice. As you can see, 81,000 miles. Pretty good. The exhaust sounds pretty good. There might be a small exhaust leak, but shouldn't be big enough to affect inspection. All right, and there's the engine kind of tucked back in there. All right, so I just threw a new, new used battery in there. Should be, I think it's better shape than the other one. Here's the old one. Later I'll solve the brakes and other stuff, but now let's take her for a spin. All right, looks good there. All right, here's the radio. When you're older, you'll see Works pretty well. Horn works. Let's get out of here. How do I... This feels kind of loose, not like it's not quite in the right spot. This is actually a really comfortable van. I'm feeling really comfortable. Feel isolated. It's much quieter than my S10 and rides a little smoother. It's a little newer than my S10 too, but it seems nice. I think the next generation of Dodge Grand Caravan, the interiors were a lot worse than these ones. That's just what I think. Okay, so now you guys may be asking, why did I buy this as my next project car? Isn't there so many better options? And the answer is no, there aren't a lot of better options for the price, because this has a good resale value and it's only $400 and it doesn't need very much work. So that's one thing, is the money. Then the other thing is, growing up, my parents always had Dodge Grand Caravans. So we used to be a Dodge family before we switched to Chevy after we got tired of Dodge's rust. And then once that happened, we switched to Chevy and we never looked back. But growing up, I had the first generation Dodge Grand Caravan, then later second generation Dodge Grand Caravan. I think we had a 2002 for most of my childhood, and then before that we had a 1994 or something, and it was actually a Plymouth Voyager, not a Dodge Grand Caravan, but it was the same thing. So this interior is exactly the same as the 2002 Dodge Grand Caravan I had for most of my childhood, and I just kind of miss it. It brings back a lot of memories. This has the same engine as that one had. Basically, I bought it so that I could bring back memories, drive this around a little bit before I get tired of it, and either sell it or give it to my parents or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. And the Chrysler's pretty much the same thing, but it's a little bit more luxurious, because everything in here is automatic. Automatic windows, locks, and transmission. The lock is a little weird. Here, listen to the noise the lock makes when you unlock and lock it. And then I'll lock it. So something's messed up there, but it works. So I'm not gonna mess with it. The only thing really different about this one than the other one that I had growing up was ours had a tachometer and this one doesn't. So that's pretty much the only difference. Now let's get back home. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention that's really cool for this one is that it has no engine light on. Because basically the entire time we had our Dodge Grand Caravan, it had an engine light. From like year one to when we sold it. So hopefully it'll stay this way, because I think this guy seems like it's kind of well taken care of. Alright, back home. Pretty nice little van, I have to say myself.